Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Valen, and this is Sky Factory 3. That's right, I've installed elevators. There's also something else a little bit new. Googly eyes! Blah, blah, blah. I don't know when it happened. I think it's just a random chance upon spawning in, for the game that you spawn in with some googly eyes. But hey, I've got them. Blah, 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 blah. And they're always fun. They are. Just kind of give you a giggle. I did a little bit of a rework on my my kind of obsidian farm that I have here, which is slow, but I'm fine with it being slow. I want it to be slow. I don't want it to be like super overclocked. I don't need to put a lot of effort into it because I'm not going to use that much obsidian. I mean, heck, I've got 10, almost 11 stacks of it right now, so I'm very happy with how it's going. Plus, I've got that cobblestone generator tier 2 over here, which is perfectly, sufficient to do so. I probably should take a transfer node and hook that up to this hopper or instead of the hopper. But the hopper seems to be keeping up with the tier 2 just fine. It's coming down in here just fast enough that it is adequate. So I think that this setup is good. And if I need more cobblestone, I've got more cobblestone. But I've got lots in mind today, as I usually do. Of course, I've got mobs dying down here. I did a little bit of a rework inside. I kind of took all the extreme vector plates and made it kind of a checkerboard pattern in there. Reason being is, here, let me turn the light on so that less mobs spawn. The reason being is that, and I don't even have any cobblestone. Hold on a second here. Is that they changed the recipe for vector plates. The recipe now involves wither dust blocks in order to actually create any of them, really. Recipe for that. This, well, I guess you can get the slow ones with sugar, but it... bleh. Who wants slow ones? I want the fast ones. So I kind of wanted to salvage a bunch of those. Let me grab a few of these. That is a little bit much. 2. That should do. Reason I'm grabbing 2 is because I now have a smashing pick. So when I break through this wall, I turn these into gravel. But ooh, oh my gosh, that was a people. Oh, bye, Skilly. They're super fast in here, but you can see that I kind of like checkerboarded it now, so I'm using less of them, and I can use them around the base a little bit, just because I'm using them just for transportation at this point in time. Well, see if I can actually get that little piece of stuff that got shot out by accident. But everything is still going in just fine. Let me grab that gravel back out. And I've been occasionally emptying out the bones and the gunpowder and the inferium essence, which, funny enough, I have use for some of this stuff, as well as the pink, and I've got a use for a lot of these things. And I think that they actually designed it this way when the Bacon Donut made this pack. But I guess we'll find out. And while I've got these, let me just sieve these real quick, and you'll notice that I actually have kind of cleared out a bunch of these wooden barrels because I was using them primarily for making dirt, which I've got dirt automation going on right now over there too. Put that away in there. And I kind of made a little clear pathway down over here. Now, of course, I still have my stairway or my ladder, just in case for some reason these stop working or who knows what, but at least they're in place. And I have this set up to, automate blocks, but I just have to remember to put in quantities of 9 at a time. Actually, let me just kind of convert these into ingots. There we go. Perfect. And I actually made this little contraption here. It's a bit weird. I know I'm just showing you guys stuff that I did off camera, but it basically took these stone barrels. I just added on some transfer nodes on the outside and hooked them up into these fluid tanks. But only after I put a bucket of the fire water in there first. Otherwise, it was immediately drawing the water out of the stone barrels that were being inserted from the sink. And I've got these because I plan on using those for a setup down here. Now, I realize I have no power generation as of yet, and currently it's all been rather passive stuff, a little bit of automation for things that don't require energy, and I think it's time that I start getting some energy going in the base. Specifically because I forgot I moved it. Because some of this is going to require me to move on in the Age of Machines. Craft and power generator of some kind. And I was looking at extra utilities ones, and there's a lot of them in there. And I figure, you know what? I'm gonna try and work towards it at some point. Maybe a rainbow generator. I don't know. Those things are pretty end game stuff. But I imagine with a lot of the drops we get over here, I can at least get like a good portion of them to use the materials that I'm getting a ton of to create more and more power, and thus making more and more stuff going on at the same time. So that's why I kind of created this area out here, so I can actually have everything going on in this area. Now let me grab one of these here. Come on, this has several, what has it got in it? 12. That's more than enough, actually. And I also upgraded my backpack to gold because it actually was relatively cheap. I mean, the recipe for this, where is it? Is just like a golden pair of trousers around my already existing iron backpack and a trap chest? No, a chest. And I've got like 2 stacks of gold at this point, so I was pretty happy with that. I also reinforced both of these to level 4, so they're almost unbreakable at this point, which is wonderful. I mean, it's really, really nice having tools that are like really, really resistant to stuff. But let's put this down here, grab this, and I've got my bucket. The reason for this is I plan on putting down a whole bunch of the fire water so that I can use this for the what do you call it? For heating up a bunch of stone barrels. And of course, what do you do with stone barrels? You turn things into lava. And then what do you do with the lava? Well, all sorts of stuff. But primarily, I'm going to use it as a kind of a, I guess a power source. If I could actually finish my sentences here. Now let's grab this, head on back, and I want to actually, like I said before, get a bucket of this stuff first. Put this back down in a non-hooked up spot. Oh, it already has some in it. Well, that works just fine. I don't need to worry about it because it will insert, if I do the water, it will insert in weird quantities, like 400 millibuckets, which is like a partial bucket, and then I can't empty it out. I'd have to fill it with more water and then empty it like until it equals a proper amount after a bit. Which was I didn't want to waste one of these fluid tanks. But anyway, I have that cute little contraption going on here that I just leave running in the background, and I thought that was really neat. It doesn't take up too much space. It's automated. There's no power involved. And next up is going to be a bunch of stone barrels. So I believe I just need to do a bunch of this, that, and I get a bunch of stone barrels. Perfect. Now I also am going to need a bunch of pipes. I have some transfer pipes, but I'm going to need a lot more. So let's see. I need redstone. I believe I've got a bit of redstone in here, not too much. That's one of the things I don't have a lot of because I keep on making more of the transfer nodes, for instance. Now, let me open this back up and let me try making, oh, where are they? These. And I might as well grab these out of my backpack as well. There we go. Now the recipe for that, oh, I need glass. Forgot about that. Glass, come here, glass. Just a bit. There it is. Not too much. I'll also show you another contraption that I came up with that I was pretty happy with. It looked pretty good. Once I've done creating a bunch of these, let's grab a whole stack of those. That's a little better. And then I can just empty these out. There. I made this, which there's a lever on top of a fluid tank. And in this fluid tank is lava, which is being fed from the obsidian farm. And what it does is currently, you see here, it has lava buckets plus a couple other buckets. It's set to turn on with a redstone signal. So when I flick this switch, it will start inserting lava buckets into these inferium furnaces, these guys here. And then it will just give me instant free smelting action with whatever I want right here, which is totally awesome. So I was like, all right, yeah, why not? I mean, here, let me jump underneath, and you can see that I have it's not exactly the prettiest setup. I mean, that's what I've got the basement for. Pipes coming down and filling up into this seared gauge, which then gets pulled from with the that bucket thing. It's not perfect, but it does work. But the problem that I have is that when I turn it on, which I don't even know if it did it just now, but these inferium furnaces do not start unless there's something in them, but they will eat a bucket of lava anytime that happens. So it will just constantly keep on trying to eat lava. And rather than just constantly trying to eat the lava that I want to use for this, I figured I would just turn it off and be able to just turn it on when I need it to. And then it just instantly will fill any of these 3 or all of these 3 within seconds with a bucket of lava each, which will last me for like practically ever in my current version of the game. So let's head on down here. And I'm going to start putting down a bunch of pipe. That's not enough. Not enough. And why am I doing this? Well, because I want to get the lava production going quickly as possible, if I can, and transfer nodes. Now, I want to have what do I have going on over here? I should look at my original example that I have, which is the lava is being pulled out the side, and the stones are being inserted in the top. So I'm going to want the item nodes on top of this and the liquid nodes on the back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that'll be sufficient for now. And then I can put the buckets on here, and I need to hit shift or else I'm going to accidentally click on each one of these here. Or buckets, the barrels. There we go. And then I can put the transfer nodes, which looks like I'm one short. Let's go make another one of those. I thought I had the materials, but I guess I did not. Oh, I'm missing a chest. Well, I know where I can get a chest from because they just keep on popping up in here. And actually, I don't think that I turned this back off again, did I? No, the light's still on. There we go. Much better. All right, and then back down here. I love the shortcuts of getting around the base. It's so cool. It's a lot of fun, especially if I like forget to make something and I need to run back to this. I don't even have to carry a portable crafting grid with me because it's so easy to actually accomplish. Oh, my chicken got put up there. There we go. Now, head on over. Hui, jump, and put the transfer nodes on top. And the reason for this is I'm going to be inserting cobblestone into, I don't know, why am I only needed 1. Maybe 2. What was I thinking? Oh my gosh. Ow. Firewater. Ow. Hurts. Ow. That's gonna leave a mark. All right, let's break these back off. Get these, and I will do this the proper way because I forgot these. Ouch! 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 I gotta eat some chicken quick before I burn to death. That's this. Hopefully that doesn't last more than like 15 seconds like lava does. Ugh. Ugh. Firewater is painful stuff. Wow. Okay, come on. I can survive this. Maybe. Where's water? Suddenly I'm like missing the fact that I don't have my water pool nearby. Come on. Okay. Whew. Thank you, water. Oy. Ouch. Yeah, that firewater stuff sucks. Wow. Be careful, people. Putting a half slab in front was a poor choice. So what I was going to say is that I need to make some generator was what I was on there for. A generator. These here, which I need a bucket of lava, bucket of water. And the reason I had... Oh, where did it go? I moved it. I guess it doesn't really make a difference, does it? Well, yeah, it does, because I had a one of these actually over here just for random needs of getting lava. So I had it just sitting right there, and it was slowly, there it goes, filling up with a bit of lava from the current crucible selection. Oh no. Those are crucibles. I've got stone barrels. Oh no. I'm gonna have to fix that. Stone barrels are for the other liquids. Crap. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to make some crucibles, and I'll be back to replace those shortly, folks. I've got an idea for how to do a really quick method of making some clay for that, and that is to take this, which you'll see here, this automatically fills up because it's going from the liquid transfer node, and just take a bunch of dust. And just keep on right-clicking, and I guess it probably could use some kind of speed upgrade, but at least currently this is a very simple way of making it. If I had, some upgrades in here, it would also work, but this should work just fine. All right, I'll be back once I've got myself enough clay that I can make all those crucibles. And there we go. This should pretty much do it. Turn that back off. And Then I can put these back down. Wait a minute. I only have 8. Wait, there it is. Oh, are those ones unfired? Oh, I still have 2 left unfired. Well, that's right. I still have these guys to cook. There we go. And that should be the last of them. I now have 10 crucibles instead of 10 stone barrels. My bad. They look similar. I just got a little confused. All right, so now I should be able to make some lava generation. And this is similar to how I did my power generation last time. But this isn't going to be my only way of making power generation. This is just some of it. But I figured it would be a good primer into doing that. So let's do a generator. And originally I was thinking, oh, I could do a Stirling generator, but if you look at the description, it says burns solid fuel, which is not good. It's possible I might be able to feed buckets in from fluid tanks, just like a regular furnace would, but I figured, you know what, why not go a little bit more interesting? So we're going to start in with some of the extra utilities, 2 furnaces, furnaces, and we're gonna go from there. And I believe the entry level is this. No, it's a regular furnace, so I'm gonna need a little bit of some cobble. That's not, there we go. Now I've got some. And I know that the regular furnace is going to be needed. Now, furnace generator is made with a machine block, which is also made here. Missing redstone and a chest. Let me get some redstone and a chest, and I'll be right back. Now, of course, I am a bit low on redstone right now. This is all I have. So this is very necessary that I need to get some automation going on this, at least to generate some kind of power. Now, furnaces, I could actually, I believe, use these to make a furnace generator, which I think it will pretty much, what is it? Oak planks. Okay, so it just works like a regular furnace does and will create some energy. So that's the entry level, but I think what I want is a magmatic one, which requires a furnace generator. So we're going to, actually I'm going to need a bucket of lava and some more gold as well. So I might as well grab some of the gold that I have, which is quite a bit actually. I'm rather surprised. I already have a bucket of lava and I should be good. So furnace generator, need to make a machine block. That shouldn't be a problem. Oh, I get 4 from that. Oh, that's awesome. All right, so then I also need that. Oh, and then there's an explosive. Oh, there's so many generators in here that I can use right now that it is amazing. I'm actually really interested in trying out some of those, but furnace generator. Let's try that. I've got that. Clear all these out. And then we want a magmatic generator. And that should, there we go, work like so. Now, oh, and I even got the bucket back. How amazing is that? Now, let's head back over here, and I need to have some kind of cobblestone being entered in as well. So I've got the end result, but I need more fuel production. So in order to do that, I'm going to need to make a cobblestone generator from tiny progressions. And I believe I just need a bucket of water, and which I'm going to try using some of this fresh water that I have, and a bucket of lava, which, there we go. I have some lava over here, just in case I need to bucket that in place. So let's try making this and see if, yeah, it says that I'm all right with that. I just need a little bit of cobblestone. So let's clear that out. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. All right. Which actually, I want to make 2 of these, because I think 2 level 2, 2 tier 2 ones should be sufficient for now for what I'm attempting to do. Oh, I need glass. I've got glass. All right, so I should be all right. Yes, I've got that. What am I? Oh, the buckets. That's what I need more of. So I just need another bucket of lava. There we go, and this will make our second one. Put that in place once I get this going. There we are. Now I have 2 of these. I can level them up. Just simply like that. Very simple. And of course, you can go to tier 3, but diamonds are rather precious to me still at this point. I mean, they're getting close to not being precious, but it's involving a lot of manual labor. So I want to have a cobblestone generator down here that is going to be feeding all this stuff. Now, these are liquid, so they're going to be pulling out. I want this to sit here. No, I don't, actually. I want these to be close by, but not quite there. What I'm going to want to do, this is risky stuff here, folks. Risky stuff. I need to put this right next to the pick, because I'm going to try, and no, that's just really stupid. All right, hold on a second. I'm going to be a little more cautious with what I'm doing here. There we go. And now I'm going to mine this. Yeah, and you can hear it's sizzling. Ouch, that's some hot stuff. All right, and then I want to put down a piece of this pipe, I believe. There we go. Oh, much better. And much quieter as well. So let me mine these back out. I realize now that that was a bad choice, because what I'm going to do is have this go up and over anyway. So let's move this around. That's going to look really weird, but I think it'll still be okay. Because what I want to do is, there we go, and put this here and around like so. Of course, I'm going to need a torch. Where'd my torches go? Because I see that in the process of me messing around with this stuff, I've kind of moved around a few things. And I've got these extra pipes. I'll probably rearrange this at least one more time before, you know, the next episode, like I tend to do. But you can see that it is currently, is it feeding in? It is not feeding in. Why is it not feeding in? This should be feeding in cobblestone. Why? What the heck? Oh, because I haven't put down the transfer nodes yet, which might help. In fact, this is going to be a little bit challenging. Let's do this. Break that. Break that. Put these in place. And put these in place. There we go. That's better. That's what I was looking for. And lucky for me, I put an elevator right here because I knew that I'd have to go up and down around this area from what I've got planned. Now, just put a few of these back. Pick up that item transfer piece, and it should be working. Is it working? Cobblestone's coming in. Is it going anywhere yet? Yes, it is. Okay, good. So with this, I can now just feed, oops, the rest of this. I have to be careful because oh no, these are actually full size. All right. That's why I did not get burned from liquids before underneath things, is because the crucibles shouldn't allow you to get burned because they're wide enough for it. And then with that, these will be generating lava, which then I can pipe out over here into a generator or other power source, depending on what I want to have running. And then I can have that also powering a bunch of other stuff, which if I put down this magmatic generator, that should work. And it will eventually, of course I have to wait for this stuff to actually cook up at least a little bit. I think that's actually, but yep, there we go. It's currently creating some power. Excellent. And it's got 100,000 RF storage, which I could always upgrade. I can create some kind of power cell or something. But in the meantime, I think what I'm going to need to do is also get some kind of power generation, you know, power cables and so on. And then I'll move on to making some kind of sieve, an auto sieve, as well as an auto hammer. Let me bring one of those up, like so. Then I need to make the diamond hammer, which, by the way, if you haven't made a diamond hammer and used one yet, they are very nice for earlier game. It's well worth it just to smash a whole bunch of stuff. Very nice, very nice. All right, auto hammer. There we go. I now have an auto hammer. And then the, what's the other one? It was the sieve. Make the slabs. And then I should be able to make a sieve with some roast potatoes in there. And then make an auto sieve, which I'm missing blocks of iron. Auto sieve. There we go. Now let's see if this actually will just pull power automatically from the magmatic generator, or if it needs more stuff. Oh, it just hooked right up to it. And then we could have this. Oh, and that pulled power as well. Of course, that ate up a bunch of power, but then we can also have cobblestone generation being fed into this, which actually it'll need to go into the hammer first. Now that I think about it, let me grab the hammer, put that on the left, sieve on the right, and I'll have some very basic stuff that I can work with here. Oh, it absorbed the power again. That's going to take a minute for it to actually generate enough power. But at the very least, I can toss some in here. And then I think I can take this and put one of these on. And that goes in here as soon as it's... Oh, it doesn't have any mesh. Fine. I will dig you up. Oi. I will dig you up. And for those that are curious as to what I'm going to name my pickaxe and such, don't worry, I have something in mind, and I think you guys will agree, but I'm waiting for another tool as well. There we go. Much better. And this will, of course, I can put other hammers in there to help it speed up. But for now, at least I've got some kind of automation going on. And that's good. That's really good. And I'll need to put some regular... That was an auto hammer with gravel. So I'm going to put in some regular cobblestone next. And I will have another one of these feeding into this, and then we should have a little bit more Google eyes, a little bit more interesting of stuff going on. And you can see, very, very basic. I plan on really expanding on this quite a bit, a lot more interesting power generation as well, not just lava. Lava's just kind of a starting point for now because I already have it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If so, please be sure to give a like. Don't forget to comment below on things that you think that I should check out or try, or things that you think that I might be able to improve upon. And of course, thanks for subbing. Don't forget to sub if you haven't already. And spread the mischief to others if you think they'll enjoy this content. Until next time, folks, I'll see ya.